was awesome.
You like that? Yeah, I figured you get a kick out of that one. Definitely.
Has Jeff seen it yet?
No, I don't think so. I sent it to you guys an email, but I don't know if you see it yet or not. So
that's great. That was great. And I liked how you must have spent some time timing it up to the words.
See, yeah, I'm a producer, man. I got this down.
So the PSD sound is producer sucking what?
Cranberries.
Cranberries.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. You should throw a little picture in there.
All right.
The ones of the nuns?
Oh, yeah. See, I couldn't figure out what I could do for that, though. But
you could do a bunch of ones and a bunch of literal pictures of nuns.
Yes, I will figure that out.
All right. So what are we starting on today?
Well, we'll start with the going over week 18 games, and then obviously got the slideshow for this week's picks. And so yeah, I mean, those are really a whole lot of noteworthy things from week 18. Really, Bears screwed themselves in the draft.
It doesn't matter.
I also figure we'll talk. It's true.
They went like
you guys don't get to do that a lot.
Like they were in 4 spots, but this draft class, how much is that really going to matter?
It's really not. Especially when you guys.
It's going to be one of the two.
Yeah.
And in my opinion,
yeah, you guys don't need a quarterback.
They'll probably trade it to get probably a lower first round and another second round. That's what I think they'll do.
It's not a bad idea because you guys definitely need multiple offensive linemen.
Yeah, ask Caleb.
Yeah, poor right?
Caleb, he sacked 68 times. He was like, one more and I could have been Mr. 69.
He would have been.
Now he's Mr. 68. Sure. Now he's Mr. 68. You do me and I owe you one.
But yeah, and then I figure we'll talk Black Monday after it came down to the championship game. That was epic.
Championship game.
Yeah, Sunday night. Detroit and Minnesota.
Oh, that game. That was a good game. I didn't think Minnesota would give up what they did.
Yeah, that game. Yeah, it was.
I was blown away.
Yeah, Detroit just keeps pulling it out of their ass somehow. I don't know how.
They got that chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, but they're down to like defensive back number 8. Like I don't know how they keep fucking doing it, but they are somehow. They're gritty. They're what was it? Knee biters knee biters, right?
He's got them motivated. You know, his pregame speech has got to be something like, look, we need one more week out of you. Half of you won't play next week because you're going to be hurt. And we'll get another fresh set of guys in here to play one more week.
Hey, you know what's crazy is Hutch is supposed to play in the Super Bowl if they make it that far.
Supposedly, we'll see. Oh. Hey, before we get into stuff.
That's pretty crazy to me after seeing that leg break he had.
Groper Cleveland. Did you hear about him?
No, I don't think so. What about him?
He re-ruptured his Achilles tendon, had surgery today.
Oh, yeah, I did hear surgery again. I didn't realize it was that bad. I heard he had fucked it up again.
They said he re-injured it. They haven't said what it is yet. He rolled his ankle, he said, in Miami. So if you're Cleveland and you're smart, which they're not, You find
Right.
out what he did. This is your out on the contract. If he was doing something he
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to do, which we know they all have things in there, this is your out. Use that 2 pick and grab yet another quarterback. I thought the Bears went through a lot of quarterbacks till they showed all the Cleveland quarterbacks since they've been back.
Yeah. It really bad. Bengals almost made the playoffs. They tried, but Kansas City fucked them in the end.
You know, and they're coming out. A lot of people are talking about how Kansas City did it on purpose. They tanked because they were afraid of the Bengals. I don't think Kansas City was afraid of the Bengals. I don't think that at all.
No.
I do think I don't like a lot of the tanking. I mean, because look, they tanked, but it wasn't because they were afraid to play the Bengals.
No, it's because they have an aging quarterback who's kind of banged up a little bit right now. Travis Kelce's like 98 years old. They don't have any fucking healthy wide receivers as it is. So, yeah, I can see why they didn't fucking play anybody. But
then again, they were playing the Broncos. And the Broncos were, they were playing the Broncos, playing for their playoff lives.
Yep. Yeah, so you just let your division opponent, make the playoffs. Playoffs?
Yeah, they let them make the playoffs. But you know what?
Yep, they did.
If they would have played the starters, the Broncos were going to play just as hard, and they really were going to risk some injury to those guys. So, hey, I'm down for resting them all. I don't like the whole tanking thing. NFL, at least it's usually only 1 week compared to the NBA.
Right.
With the Kiwi rules. Oh, I can't play more than 24 minutes today. I can give you 12 minutes tomorrow. But if you play me more than that today, I'm down to 10 minutes. Oh, wait, my house is on fire. I've got to leave now. Make sure my family's out.
Yeah. I looked at my fantasy roster the other day. I had like 8 guys that were out for just like 1 day. Or you know what I'm saying? It was like a 1 game fucking out thing. So fucking pissed. It's like, Jesus Christ. They're horrible. But I do like the rule, though, that they have to play 70-some games, or you'd only miss so many games to be eligible for all NBA and like awards and such, which I think that's good.
Well, yeah, because a lot of their contracts are tied with these huge $1 million bonuses to making those, or
right.
They're eligible for max contracts or super max contracts, and that takes them out of the running for that stuff. But it don't matter. They're making $40 million a year for average, what I'm used to, average play.
Right.
They're putting up
the
Scotty.
The NBA's got the best fucking putting up Scottie Pippen numbers.
I'm serious. The best players of today are putting up Scottie Pippen numbers. Scottie Pippen was what? 20 to 25 points a game. What? 8 rebounds, 6 assists. And some of them may not even get that.
8 rebounds and 6.
You think Scotty got more
assists? I think that it might be a little bit high, but
hey,
I mean, you are a Bulls fan, so I understand these numbers.
I'm Googling them right now.
No, I think Scotty was probably. I would say. Oh, I know. I would say he's 18 points a game, 6 rebounds and 5 assists would be my career.
You looked him up already, didn't you? Okay, 16.1.
No, I did not.
5.2. I do remember his post Bulls. His post Bulls career.
Yeah, it wasn't as good. No, it definitely wasn't.
And
that dude's losing his mind, by the way.
So looking at those 16, 6, and 5. How many of these players making $40 million a year now are putting up those numbers?
Oh, tons. I'll put it this way. I'll bet you Scotty.
He's still a lot better than all them.
His son probably makes more than he ever did.
Does his son play?
Yeah, he's a backup. He's a backup point guard on Memphis.
Oh, didn't know that.
The only reason I know that is because I have John Morant, and he's fucking hurt all the time too.
Well, yeah, he probably shot himself. Just off video.
He came out and said he's not going to dunk anymore. By the way, did you hear that one?
No.
He came in and said he's not going to dunk anymore because he doesn't want to get hurt.
Oh, man. That'd be like a running back. I ain't going to run the ball no more. I don't want to get hurt. I can't run it. Sorry, coach.
When you got the guy from Notre Dame last night on a fucking bad knee trying to hurdle a guy.
Hell yeah. Well, who was it? It just happened.
Speaking of that, have you kind of
pulled
scored
himself
on tonight's game?
Tyreek Hill. Did you hear about that? Are you there? There.
Oh, no.
But Tyreek Hill, did you hear about him?
Oh, I hear you now. Kind of.
Yeah, he was unavailable for a couple of drives at the end of the game. Screw him.
Oh, Tyreek, yeah, I did hear about that. And Mike McDaniel, I guess, fucking ripped his ass the next day about it, too.
He deserved it. If it were me, and the players know the truth, I'd be like, I don't want you on my team. Because someone posted up a meme of Antonio Bryant doing his stuff. Are you back again?
Yeah, Tyreek Hill is definitely going downhill very quickly, too, by the way. Yeah. My headphones just decided to shut themselves off for no absolute reason at all. It's awesome.
All right, let's go back to other NFL. What else did we miss from Week 18?
Yeah.
Bears, Packers. I called it.
You did.
What else?
You did. Seahawks beat the Rams.
Yeah.
In a meaningless game.
Not really. I think if the Rams would have won, they wouldn't be playing Minnesota. Do I have that right? Jeff would know.
Yeah, I don't know.
They could have had a better seeding. I think they would have been over Tampa Bay.
Okay.
I believe.
Probably because they both kind of sucked. Let's see. The Colts beating Jacksonville was kind of a surprise after the shit show of the week before.
It was Mr.
Not that
Mr.
we need to spend a
Stinkin'.
bunch of time talking about the Colts.
Mr. Stinkin', and he should have been terminated. We'll save that for the Black Monday stuff. All right, another game.
Yeah.
Who was it that had that scoring game? Was that Carolina and Atlanta? I think it was.
Yeah. Well, that was a high scoring game. Yeah. Bryce Young, man, he's turned out maybe he is a quarterback after all.
Found a good system, give him some plays.
Yeah, he's looked good. I mean, definitely earned himself another chance next year.
Oh yeah, he'll be their starter next year.
Yeah, really. I mean, Tampa Bay starting off slow though. That was kind of interesting. They were down, I think, 14 points?
Yeah, sometimes
maybe
teams
17?
need to. You got to have that a little bit to be like, do we really want this? Do we really want?
Exactly.
And hey, they did.
But then Baker
does
what Baker does.
That Baker gave Evans the bonus, which was tied to his 1,000 yards.
I'm surprised that didn't get more negative press.
It shouldn't have, because to me, they did it probably more for the. He's now tied with Jerry Rice. To start your season or something with 1,000 yards. Now, granted, he had a huge contract bonus, But to me, that was secondary. It's like, look, you have a chance to tie Jerry Rice, the greatest wide receiver that probably ever will be in the NFL. And he played before all this offense.
Right. But last year, Jameis Winston fucking calls the audible and fucking lets the dude score a touchdown, and the world fucking is gonna blow up. But yet, he didn't score a touchdown. But they had no business throwing the ball right there. They didn't. I have no problem with it. I don't. I'm all about guys getting incentives and breaking records. That's fine.
But
I don't know, double standard.
With Winston's deal, was someone going for a record or something?
No, it was at the end of the game. They were supposed to. The coach called a kneel down play. They're already on the goal line. And Jameis fucking called an audible and give a handoff to like a special teamer that was in there at the time for him to score a touchdown.
So that's why he's getting because it wasn't for anything. Evans
man.
Evans was going to tie Jerry Rice. And next year, if it comes down to it again, if he's going to break Jerry Rice,
like you say,
it's not a double standard. Look at the reasoning behind it. Tying Jerry Rice or a special teamer maybe getting a touchdown.
Okay, but at the end of the day, though, it's still I don't know. This is that unspoken football rule bullshit. But at that point, you should be taking a knee. There's no reason you should be passing the ball at that point.
Well, you're right. Unless you're going to be passing Jerry Rice or something huge like that. You know the other team knew they were going to do it. Both sides knew how close he was. The other teams are not dumb.
Right. I don't know. If I was that coach, I would have said so. Or you know what I'm saying? In the presser, I would have said something.
Yeah, nah. Not when it comes to tying Jerry Rice.
I wouldn't have made it stink about it, like they did with Jameis. I would have made it stink, but I would have. There would have been a comment about them throwing the ball, with the lead.
The other team knew why they did it. There was no reason to explain it. Everybody knew why they did it. Everybody. Next.
Yeah, right. I'm looking here. There's nothing really else to really go over. I mean, Arizona Beach I thought was interesting as well. Thought Kyler was going to mail it in, but I don't know. He's so inconsistent. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want him as my quarterback. I'll tell you that right now.
All around his team on offense, Harrison Jr. has kind of been a disappointment for what he was hyped up to be. But that's
considering he didn't even have 100 catches, and it seems like now any wide receiver rookie.
I don't even know.
I don't even know who their other wide receivers are, to be honest.
Exactly. So what does he have around him? James Conner is an okay back.
He's a stud, actually. He's kind of badass. But he didn't play that final game either. I mean, meaningless game, but.
Let's see. Let's go find his. He had 62 receptions. Now, he did have 885 yards, and 8 touchdowns. But who else they got besides him?
They get they got a decent tight end that I'd never heard of until this year. But
that's because they're all pushing him, and I'm like, dude, okay, just because you guys want to push him don't mean it's that great.
Yeah, I every game I watched him this year, I was severely unimpressed.
He won't be that great until he steals Taylor from Travis,
and that's not going to happen.
Probably not.
Travis will not allow that kind of stuff to happen.
So, what do we got this coming week? I'm sure Jeff will send his picks in.
Yeah, I was hoping he would do that before we got on, but I didn't ask him to either, though. So
that's all right. We'll have it before the game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He'll definitely have him for the game. So, all right, let's go and get started here. So again, Super Wildcard Weekend, PFC Sports. Eric, last week you were 11-5 on the season, 162-92. Not bad. Well above 500. Next, we go to Jeffrey, 8-8 in week 16, for a 168-86 record on the year. And then we get to the man, 9-7 in week 18 for a 169-85 record on the year. Winner by one game.
So you totals, I lost by what? 6-7 games?
Detroit Lions, baby. Detroit Lions.
Yeah, and you only did that because you guys had the same
Lions background.
All right, so what do we got for this week?
These motherfucking headphones, man. Yeah.
What do you got for this week?
That's why we have the Lions background this week, is because they won me the time. All right, so moving right along. First game we have is Chargers at Houston. Houston is a 3-point underdog at home, and this one is on Saturday at 1:30 Pacific, 3:30 Central Time. In this one, I'm going with the San Diego Superchargers.
I am taking the San Diego Chargers as well.
All right. Next, we have. Oh, I gotta do that down here. Ravens at the Steelers at the Ravens. The Ravens are 9.5-point favorites at home in this one. This one is Saturday night, 5:00 Pacific, 7:00 Central Time. I have in this one the Ravens. I don't think the Steelers are going to score in this game, to be honest with you. Russell's lollipop balls. Everybody has figured out the lollipop.
Ravens defense better show up because Lamar is not good against the Steelers, and I can't believe they're that big of favorites.
Oh my God. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, get mad. Throw him down. You can't hear through your computer? Do you not have speakers on your laptop? Oh, here we go. Well, kind of trying to see what all. We can try to entertain some folks while we're waiting on Max the Man. We can have the grudge match. Oh no. We have the grudge match of The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I hear you now. Good job with the.
I'm trying to pass the time. If it happens again,
yeah, no, I got you. You're good.
If it happens again,
I went corded.
We got a ladder. They're gonna have a ladder match.
But you have Razor Ramon though. You don't have Razor Ramon.
Who's getting to the top? Oh, I'm the Undertaker. Oh no, give up. Drop kick. HBK wins.
Great commercial.
You ready now? Did I waste enough time?
You pretty much did. Good job. But I still didn't hear. I think I already know your pick, but
I didn't say my pick.
You're going with the Ravens, correct? Oh, okay. So Steelers at Ravens.
That's Steelers have Lamar's number, but I am going to take the Ravens.
Not really.
I am going to take the Ravens. It's
think they
not going to
cover?
be. It's going to be a very close game. It's going to be closer than that spread. Because you
That's
got to
what I'm saying. So
remember.
you think they cover then? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Because the moon balls that Russ throws is going against the worst pass defense in the NFL.
They're getting better though. They have been getting better recently, but
Well, yeah, 3/4 of the
we'll see.
teams aren't in the playoffs.
Playoffs.
All right, who we got next?
All right. So this is Sunday morning. Broncos at Bills. Bills are 8.5-point favorites in this one. And again, this is Sunday nooner for you, 10 for me.
Nooner? Did you say nooner?
Nooner.
Anyway, man, this is another one. I can see the Broncos. I can see them beating the Bills, but I'm still taking the Bills. I think Denver covers.
I don't know. We'll see. I think they're going to be a little cranky after they lost to New England last week, but we'll see. Green Bay at Philly is the next one we have.
Philadelphia.
Eagles are 4.5-point favorites.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. That's right. You wouldn't pick Green Bay if you had to.
You're right.
Next we have Tampa Bay at home versus the Redskins. Tampa Bay is a 3-point favorite at home in this one. This is Sunday at 5:00.
Pacific time. You know.
Yep. So 7.
This is going to be a very close game. I can
see the Redskins covering. To be honest with you, I can see the Redskins covering.
I could see Tampa Bay or Washington winning this game. I know it's 1-1, it's 50-50, but this one's going to be a close one. This one probably going to come down to last play of the game. Who am I going to take? All right, here's what I'm going to do. I've got a stack of football cards here. And if I come to a Tampa Bay or a Redskin first, that's who I'm taking. Those Patriots, those Buffalo, Colts, San Francisco, Chargers, San Francisco, Steelers, San Francisco, Falcons, Chargers, Arizona, Fuckers, Steelers.
But one of the ones that we're looking for.
Yeah, and so far, not so good. Not so good. Wait, who's this? Who's he play for? Oh, Olave. He's on New Orleans.
New Orleans, yep.
Oh, Pat Tillman.
Pat Tillman card? Interesting.
Yeah.
Is it a remake?
Oh my god. I'm going through this whole stack. All right, so none of them were that. All right, let's try this stack. Oh, here we are. Redskins. It took a while. I can't say his first name. His mom liked playing darts or jarts. Jartilius Martin.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, and just to let you know, Ohio State is up 14-7 on Texas coming out of halftime. Just saying. All right, I'm going Tampa Bay, by the way. Tampa Bay.
You don't want to do a card thing?
No,
we'll go for the first stack again.
Got my brain. All right, so and then the last one of the week is Minnesota at the Rams on Monday night, 7:00 Central Time.
Minnesota
as well.
Minnesota. They're going to be a little pissy after the Detroit game. Kind of feel bad for Stafford.
Yeah. But you know, I don't know. Sean McVay in the playoffs. He's pretty good. Actually, he's pretty good all the time. But so now we go to Black Monday.
Black Monday.
Or whatever else you want to call it. I'm surprised Daboll still has a job, by the way. I'll start just throwing that one out there. Your pick for the first man to be fired this year.
How the hell did he keep his job?
Right? And the GM kept the job too.
You should have a picture of him because you want to talk about dysfunction. Wow with the Mara family. Wow.
Yeah.
Idiot.
I was surprised Daboll. I'm surprised he kept his job.
How many years are you going to keep him? You're starting over with a new quarterback. They're going to have a new quarterback next year. So they're going to suck again.
Well, yeah.
It's going to be like the water. Oh, we suck again. That's
unless you're going to roll with Drew Lock.
No, they're not. No. It's Daboll. His 2025 motto is, we suck again. How he kept his job in that GM.
But I lost some weight.
He lost some weight, or they're going to make him lose some weight?
Yeah. No, Daboll already has. He lost a bunch of weight in the offseason, I guess.
Well,
whatever.
Yeah. They cut Daniel Jones.
Just that move in itself should have got that GM fired.
I mean, how he kept his job over any NFL head coach. Now, there's a few on there that, in all honesty, should have been gone. But this one,
right?
Wow. They will probably have Carolina better than the Giants next year. Does Daboll stay next year?
Maybe.
I mean, the owners just come out and said, "Hey, I want you to suck again."
Right? We like it number one draft picks.
And they even came out. It was the GM and Daboll who signed Daniel Jones to that fat ass contract, and who decided, "Hey, we don't need Barkley." Yeah, I think they did.
He only rushed for 2,000 yards this year. I mean, that's no big deal.
No, we don't need him. He ain't going to win us a game.
Only 8
only
other guys have done it ever.
Our
number one rival.
Yeah.
All right, so AP getting fired. That didn't surprise me, to be honest with you.
That he didn't get fired?
No, that he did get fired.
Oh, who'd you say? I didn't hear that part.
AP. Antonio Pierce. The Raiders.
I don't like these one and dones with the coaches. That's not enough time to do what you're wanting to do. If you weren't 100% sure with them, why did you hire them for the 1 year?
Right.
I mean, this is what, their 10th coach since Al Davis died or something like that?
He didn't talk to Tom about it first. I think that's the problem.
Well, Tom wasn't the owner last year.
Yeah, it's been a bunch of them. Right. That's what I'm saying.
I take Pierce.
One of the guys I listened to.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say Tom should stop broadcasting, and Davis should just pay him to be like the consultant, or you know what I'm saying, like the czar of football. Just pay him like $40 million a year just to be fucking Tom Brady and fucking run shit there. Because he's really not that good of a commentator. Let's be honest. He's really not that good.
I'd rather listen to Greg Olson any day.
Greg Olson's way better. Yeah. Thompson's clunky. I don't know. It's like he's trying too hard.
Pierce got a bad rap. They didn't have a solid quarterback situation. They didn't have a good running back situation because Jacobs left. Oh, wait, they traded Adams midway through the year, so there goes your wide receiver situation. The best thing they had was Brock Bowers.
Oh, no, they got another. One of their wideouts is pretty decent too. He came on strong like the last quarter of the year.
Yeah, it's Crosby got hurt.
On top of my head though. Myers maybe Jacoby Myers. I think.
Jacoby Myers.
You feel bad for him?
For Pierce?
I think that's who it was.
He was hating a raw deal. You know, it's a one and done. You want to turn stuff around, you need one of the year. Dable's been a coach for like 6 years. Look at Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett for how many years in Dallas? Hey, Mr. 8-8. I mean, come on.
Hey. When you're married to the boss's daughter, you know, you get some perks, all right? It's part of it. Hey, ask Triple H, all right?
All right, who you got next?
Let's see. Peterson. That's no surprise.
Yeah, I wasn't shocked on that.
I'm surprised they have problems getting guys in Jacksonville, though, to be honest with you.
Well,
the weather's fucking beautiful. There's no fucking state tax. What's that?
They kept the GM. At least LA or Las Vegas got rid of their GM finally.
Mike Mayock. That guy's
The Jacksonville's going to suck again.
Yeah.
Because
look at it just doesn't make sense to me why they can't get players. It doesn't make sense to me.
Because they suck again. Yeah, Balky hasn't really done much at all.
No, besides overpaid Trevor Lawrence, or who's mediocre at best.
I don't think he's that bad. He doesn't have much around him. The running backs are okay. Their receivers are.
ATN's a pretty good back.
Yeah, he was been hurt a lot. I think this was the most
like 4'2".
Well, then he should Maurice Jones-Drew it and go get 1,000 yards. Right. They got Ingram as a tight end. He's not bad.
He's good. Didn't they have Christian Kirk? I'm Googling. Yeah. Who? Christian Kirk? I know he sucks. He's horrible.
Who's the other one they got?
Didn't they get another wide receiver too, though?
Yeah, they got someone from Buffalo.
I thought they did.
Yeah. God, what is his name?
Yeah.
Was it Davis?
Second, or he was number 2.
Gabe Davis.
Yes.
Yeah. That's your GM putting together a roster. It's almost as if the GM put a roster together to get people fired.
I want to say the guy's getting a raw deal, but I think he's kind of a douche too.
Do I need to bring out more while you look up? Let's see. We had a ladder match. What else do we want?
No, we're good. Next we have let's see. McCarthy keeping his job. That's very interesting.
Did they re-sign him?
It really shows you that Jerry. They haven't re-signed him yet, but they denied him to. I don't know if you saw. I sent the picture in the group chat.
They denied him.
They denied him,
but his contract's up next week, and then they can't deny it. His contract's already up. He's like literally doesn't have a. He's not the Cowboys coach anymore. Yeah, it's.
I think as of today, I think it was. Oh, I thought it was today. Okay.
Maybe it was today. I know it's coming up.
But very interesting there as well. Cleveland, they keeping their coach. interesting to say the
Very
least.
interesting. Stefanoski. That's another dysfunctional organization. You got Groper Cleveland going to be out most of next year again.
It's super dysfunctional.
Is Nick Chubb a free agent
So,
too?
but they're going to suck again next year. He didn't have a good year though, really.
He missed
I don't think he was 100%, to be honest with you.
He should be healthy.
Yeah, he
next
did
year.
miss it like over half of the year. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
don't you
he'll be
worry.
fine
They
next year.
fired that offensive coordinator. He gone. I saw more coordinators gone. It's like they'll give the head coaches one more chance. Okay, we're gonna give you another chance, but you got to get rid of your coordinators.
Yeah, you got to fire everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this was Travis Etienne's first year of not having 1,000 yards. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, bull.
Yeah, he had 1,000 in the
hurt
last 2 years.
Don't make me Google that. You going on the dark web? You disappeared.
No, I was trying to show you my my phone, but it didn't work out so well. So never mind. I'm telling you, 2 out of 3 years he's been a pro, 1,000 yards. Just saying.
All right, whatever.
New England firing Mayo. That's that we knew that was coming.
I feel real bad for him too. He was in a worse situation than the flipping fucking Raiders. I mean,
You're the anointed one.
It's like, and the front runner for their job is another former Patriot. It's like, let's do it again.
I think Vrabel will do fine though.
He will be, but you can't give these
Vrabel
coaches 1 year to change everything. New England's in worse shape than the Raiders.
No, I wouldn't say so.
They
have a quarterback at least.
That 1 out of what, 11?
Yeah, I didn't say they had anything else. I'm just saying they have a quarterback at least.
Yeah. And that's about it.
So McDaniels gets his job. I know you.
Who?
I know you thought he was going to get fired, but my man Mike saved his job.
Yeah, he saved his job because Tyreek Hill was a little bitch.
Well, like I said, they had an hour-long conversation the day after that, and he was very clear that is not the way we do things here in Miami.
All it needed was him tearing off the jersey and running off the field like Antonio Brown. That's all he needed.
CTESPN.
You know, here's another deal about Hill. I believe his agent is Drew Rosenhaus, so that's just great.
He is, yes. Well, Drew Rosenhaus was on McAfee on I think it was Thursday, and he said that Tyreek is, he wants to stay in Miami. Heat of the moment type shit. He said that, but then he also a couple of sentences later says, "But I haven't spoken with Tyreek about it yet, so I don't really want to comment."
Well,
Drew's a
Tyreek
slime ball.
wants to stay in Florida because he's got 13 of his 15 kids there. If he goes somewhere else, going to see all those baby mamas and all that child support could get all wonky.
Right?
Which
that doesn't surprise me one bit either, by the way.
I can see him when he's done playing. He'd be one of those. Was it Adrian Peterson? All that back child support. I could see Tyreek Hill pulling that stuff. I got no money. I'm sorry.
T.O.
I got 15 kids.
T.O. was another one they couldn't pay child support.
Who? T.O.?
Yeah, T.O.
Deadbeats.
Deadbeat millionaires. Gotta love it.
Yeah. All right.
So, is there a front runner for the Chicago? Well, I think that's all of them. At least the ones we wrote down.
No. Indianapolis. We didn't talk about them. I thought Shane Stinkin would get fired.
Well, and I thought their GM was going to get fired too. To be honest with you, I think he's trash.
He is. He came out today. I was reading a report. He came out today talking about what he did last year, signing current players to extensions. And it's like, I thought maybe they'd want to, push more for the playoffs. And he goes, I guess that was the wrong route to go. Well, no shit. Did your record and play not tell you that? You don't think that everybody
your first
out there
mistake was
saw
drafting that big dumb offensive quarterback. That was your first mistake.
Yeah. Now Indy
That
does
guy's
have
horrible.
a running back. They got a good wide receiver, which if I'm
Yes.
Pittman Jr. over there in Indy, I'm like, you don't get another quarterback, I am out. I'll go to
They
Miami.
got a couple of good wide receivers.
Pittman's their best one, though, but AR doesn't throw the ball much.
Or to him, at least.
But at least he's not as bad as Jamarcus Russell.
I don't know, man. He might be.
I don't know. I think he's better than Jamarcus.
Well, Jamarcus at least had an excuse. He was fucked up on lean.
Did Jamarcus play 2 full years? Well, okay.
I think so,
2
yeah.
years?
2 years.
Right, so
then I think third year he didn't come back.
So we'll wait till year 3 and 4 and we'll tell you. But hey, he is better than Ryan Leaf.
Yeah, right.
He is.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah. That's not saying much, but
oh man, I just noticed I don't have my bling.
Yeah, he hasn't beat up any reporters yet. Yeah, I know. You lost it again? So, who do you want the Bears to hire if you had your choice?
Who do I want to get fired?
No, who do you want the Bears to hire?
You know what?
Hire. Bears coach.
I'd rather have a former player coach with experience. I wouldn't want them to have a first timer, but chances are they're going to go with a first timer. I think Vrabel, I think he would be good, but he would be one that would, he was in Tennessee. They had good offensive defensive lines when he was in Tennessee.
The thing I heard Vrabel was a shoo-in until Mayo got fired. Is what I was hearing.
That's exactly what I was reading. If Jeff was on, he listens to a lot of the stuff up there way more than I do.
Right.
And hear what's going on. But I got a feeling they're going to try to get Ben Johnson and way overpay him. And I just don't know if he'll be that good. If they do that, they better get an amazing – hey, you know what? Why not Ron Rivera as the head coach? But if you do get Johnson, you bring in someone like Ron Rivera, be your defensive coordinator, to have someone that has that experience. But they probably
is Rivera. Is he getting an interview? I heard they're interviewing like 50 people though. So
I don't know. I'm interested about the Jets. Sexy Rexy coming back. Maybe
he wants that job bad. He wants it bad.
I think he'd be good. He can't be worse than what they
I don't think him and Aaron. Yeah, you're right. It can't be any worse. It can't be any worse than what they've had. You're right.
Did anyone decline their interviews? Because I know Aaron Glenn declined to interview with the Patriots. So, if you got a first-timer never going to be a coach or never been a coach before, and he declined your request.
Well, all they're trying to do now is just get the Rooney Rule interview or the Rooney Rule interviews out of the way. They're hiring Vrabes. That's all there is to it.
I do think I think Flores would be good in Chicago if they got a offensive coordinator. Because I think Flores would be good. I think Flores would be good. I think he's going to be good wherever he goes to next. He learned a lot after the Miami problem.
Yeah, I was going to say he got screwed in Miami big time.
Yeah, but he also wasn't. It was his first time as a coach, and not every first-time coach is great at it.
No, right. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't all. I'm just saying it wasn't all his fault.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, he didn't do a lot of the right things though either. He playing Tua and fucking Fitzmagic off each other like that. That was horrible. It's no way to treat a rookie quarterback.
All right, what do we got next?
That's about it. Besides just guessing of who's getting what jobs. What about Pete? How do you feel? Would you want Pete?
No, too old.
He's not that old. He's only
He's
75.
70 years old.
Yeah, but he doesn't act like it. He acts like a kid.
I wouldn't want to coach and I'm looking at it team by team. If I'm the Bears with what I have with the Bears with a young quarterback, I don't want a 70-year-old coach. I want a coach that is going to be good and stay with the team, with the quarterback for a long period of time. Kind of like old Pete did with Russell in Seattle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be looking 40 to 50 years old. Maybe about 6 foot tall, dirty blonde hair, blue eyes.
Me? You want me to be the coach? Oh, how sweet.
No. Okay, about 170 pounds. that just took you out.
So, yeah. For now, we'll see. What about the guy in Washington? Kingsbury.
I wouldn't want him as a coach in Chicago. If I'm Cliffy, I don't go to Chicago. I interviewed for that shit last year. I'd be like,
did
sorry.
He really?
Yeah, he interviewed last year when they took Waldron.
Oh, that's okay. Yep.
And if I'm Cliffy, I'm like, you know what? I can make my next head coaching job better by having a couple of great years with Jaden in Washington.
Up on coaches. You know what I mean? So he could get a solid probably $7 million a year and just stay a coordinator.
If he would do it, but if I was him, that's what I would do. I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna have a couple good years here. Kind of like Johnson's been doing in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
It's been
waiting for the right job.
It's been more than a one and done, and they've gotten better as they've drafted better. So it's not all just Ben Johnson. Yeah, he's got great schemes and stuff, but look at their players on offense. Look at their players.
Oh, yeah. They're stacked. Yeah. Super stacked.
So if he leaves and goes to any team, is it going to be as good? Will that offense be as good if he's the head coach? No, it won't be. You won't
not right away, no.
Yeah, you won't have Amon-Ra. You won't have Gibbs. You won't have Montgomery. You won't have the tight end dude.
Laporta.
And even who's that? Was it Williams, the number 2 receiver? I mean, he stepped up big here.
Jameson Williams,
It's like, dang. Oh, yeah, and Jared Goff. Forgot about him.
Yeah, they're stacked. Yeah, Goofy. Yeah, Jared Goof.
Jared Goff. I definitely think the Lions made out better than the Rams, even though the Rams got a Super Bowl.
Yeah, in the long run, it'll probably be better because Goff's going to play probably 10 more years, I would say.
You think? He's got to be like 28, 29, 30.
Quarterbacks can play forever, especially if they keep him clean. Shit.
Doesn't mean okay. Look at Garoppolo. Look at the bum. They could play. Doesn't mean they'll be good.
Hey, the bum had a good year statistically.
He didn't have a bad year. Definitely wasn't MVP type. I'm going to show the world, and now he.
Oh, definitely not.
Hopefully, he was humbled by this and can say, "Okay, I'm going to shut up a little more."
Well, he did come out and say that he wouldn't mind going somewhere else and being a backup, maybe, or being like a bridge quarterback
He would
to
be
a
a mentor.
to a young kid. Yeah, because to be honest, I do not see him. If Rex gets that job, him and Rex will not get along. I don't think.
Oh no,
Rex will
already
not
came
put up
out
with
and
his
said,
shit.
Rex came out and already said the what did he call it? The country club, the Aaron Rodgers Country Club will be closed. But there's
Is
a good
Devontae a
chance
free agent? Do you know?
they're probably going to part ways with both of them. I don't think he's a free agent, but they'll get rid of both.
Oh yeah. I think those two are a package deal. If Rodgers is playing quarterback still, Devontae's going to be out there for him.
Yeah. Now, where do you think they would go? Because I think you and Jeff said Las Vegas, and now that Bryce Young's kind of turned it around, I think Vegas for Rodgers. But does
No, they won't
Devontae
go
get
back
up?
to Las Vegas. I don't think.
Where else do you think they end
Maybe
up?
New Orleans. Maybe New Orleans.
See, I was looking in New Orleans because I think Rattler's their next quarterback, but they're so cap strapped. And if they trade or cut Carr, they're in an even worse situation.
How are they captured? I mean, what happened?
The contracts they gave out
To who though? They okay, so they paid Kamara, and they paid
how much of this
Taysom
could be
Hill like
former
way too much
players?
money.
How much of this is deferred from Drew Brees?
You can't still be paying Drew Brees. There's no way.
Deferred every time they restructure a deal. Hold on, let me Google it.
I thought you could only kick it down the can like 3 years. Yeah, because I'd heard that too. That New Orleans was in cap hell, and I'm thinking to myself, who do they pay money to?
Yeah,
Cam Jordan, maybe.
So they're in the red by $51 million.
Okay.
That's not good.
No, not at all.
So let's see. Cam Jordan, Derek Carr, Taysom Hill, Eric McCoy. I don't know who that is. Demario Davis, Ryan Ramczyk. He's an offensive lineman. Caesar, Carl Granderson, the Honey Badger, Kamara. Those are all players over $10 million.
Okay.
And hold on, let's see.
That doesn't sound too out of whack.
Okay, so non-roster dead money. Marshawn Lattimore, $31 million. Then you have almost $10 million for Michael Thomas and almost $7.5 million for Jameis. So Brees is off the books. That's almost $50 million in those two, or those three.
What happened? So what did they just cut Lattimore?
The cap hit. So Derek Carr, his cap hit's going to be $50 million. Let's see if they let go of Cam Jordan
next year.
Yeah, if they let go of Cam Jordan, instead of $20 million, it'll be $23 million in dead money. Yeah, they are screwed.
I don't know. If you would tell me, I would have figured they would have been under the cap. You know what I'm saying? They would have money to spend.
No, they don't have money to spend. So
that's what I'm saying. They don't spend it wisely, obviously.
It won't be Atlanta because Atlanta came out and said they're okay with paying Kirk to be a backup. I mean, they got to pay him anyway.
Right.
Where else? Seattle.
No, we're about to go find us a quarterback. I think this draft.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Aaron Rodgers, he'd be a mentor.
No, we already have Geno Smith for that shit.
Would be another team. Maybe the Giants. Maybe Dayball says,
Hey,
you
he
know
wouldn't
what?
have to move.
You're
He wouldn't
right.
have to
Maybe
move.
Dayball says, hey, look, I've got you a little cave here. You can spend all the time you want in. There's no power. There's nothing. Hang out all you want. Just come to the Giants.
Don't have to move. It's a perk.
True. All right.
Yeah, you're right, though. So, Jacksonville, maybe? No, they already got Lawrence. Indy.
Oh, that's true. That is true because AR is rookie contract.
Yeah.
And you could
Or
probably
maybe
get
Cleveland.
Oh, yeah, there is a Cleveland.
Yeah, it's indoors.
If you want to talk about dysfunction, if you want it to be dysfunction, that's where both of them go.
Yep. That'd be the biggest shit show ever.
And then they'd probably win games. Hey, Ron will say, hey.
Go undefeated.
Hey, Ron will come out and be like, I can't break the Favre curse, but I'm going to break the Baker curse.
Hell.
What else? What else we got?
So, how many years does Groper have left on his contract? I know we were talking about that a little bit earlier. Does he still have 2 more years?
I think it's 3.
3 more?
I think so. This is their out. Take this injury. Wow. This is your out. They didn't use the other sexual assault one that come up.
Yeah, why didn't they use that against him? Or
because
at least say that,
I guess because it occurred before he signed the contract. But this injury, hey, maybe he was with another masseuse and she didn't like it and she kicked him in the leg.
Or maybe he's playing basketball and went up for a dunk and fucking ripped his Achilles again.
I'm thinking he was probably playing basketball or something. That's what I'm thinking
too.
Because they said it happened in Miami. Who was it? It was Mahomes a few years ago. When his stuff come up, he was jet skiing or something. Remember that? What was it with Mahomes? Because they're talking about how in his contract he's not supposed to be doing that.
Well, I remember Kellen Winslow Jr. broke his leg riding a motorcycle, and he wasn't supposed to be doing that. He wasn't supposed to be doing a lot of things that he was doing, though.
Well, he wasn't supposed to be raping all them old women either. I mean, he wasn't.
Gilf, baby, Gilf.
I mean, look, there's better ways to get a gummer, dude. There's better ways,
right?
And now
just punch him in the face.
and now he's giving gummers. He's in for what, life?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I don't think he's ever going to see the light of day again.
Yeah, I know he got a long while, but it's kind of like who was that safety? Was it Darren Woodson?
Darren Sharper, I think.
There was a safety that went to jail and over like 20 years raped so many people.
Yeah, I think it was Darren Sharper, I think.
Okay, could have been. 1 out of 2 names ain't bad.
Right? No, exactly. Well, then there was the who's that tight end from Green Bay that had
it was Darren Sharper.
Thank you very much.
Hey, I had Darren.
And who was the tight end from Green Bay that had the underage party with his daughter's friends and then got a little Hummer in the bathroom?
Okay, that I don't know about.
Packers tight end, white guy.
I don't follow the Fudge Packers.
10 years ago.
Jeff would know.
10 years ago.
Well, Moogle it. Was this before or after the Minnesota boat cruise?
Huh?
You don't remember the Minnesota boat parties?
Oh, no, I definitely remember the Minnesota boat parties. Yeah, just heard about those the other day again. Oh, it's going to bug me. I can't remember that damn tight end's name.
Yeah, I don't.
He was good, too. White guy.
Well, yeah. It's
Keep
tight
wanting to say
end.
Bavaro, but I know it wasn't Bavaro.
Oh, that was Giants. Oh, he did play for the Packers, I think.
Yeah. No. I know he played for the Giants. I totally do. But Chimura, Mark Chimura.
Yeah, I hadn't heard about that one.
Yeah. Daughter's like prom party or something like that, and ends up somehow getting a Hummer in the bathroom from one of her friends.
Whoops.
Oh, and of course he was, feeding him liquor to,
Sorry, I was getting ready for our next
All
commercial
right,
break.
so hey, I know. Hey, you're good. I'm just trying to see how long they got Groper for. Okay, so it was a 5-year contract, so this would have been year 3, right, or 2?
I don't know. How does the suspension work with it?
They paid him $1 million for the first year,
Uh,
just to have him on contract.
regardless, they're going to draft a quarterback this time. They almost have to. Because you got Myles Garrett, who wants to know what direction they're going at in quarterback. He doesn't want to rebuild.
That's where they're going to quarterback.
Garrett, huh?
They're going down with the quarterback.
Yeah, but Garrett's not going to want to. He already said, I don't want to do a rebuild. You lose Garrett, you pretty much lose your defense.
Yeah. Well, the one that makes it go.
Which would then, the main cog leaves, then all of a sudden nothing's going. So, yeah.
So, Groper, by the way, has played in 19 out of a possible 57 games that he was eligible for.
Oh, and how many 300 yards games has he had?
I think 0. I want to say 0.
Yeah. I want to say it was 0 too. Now, there is a good chance maybe they re-sign Winston and say, hey, we'll give you a 2-year deal. Maybe. But Winston might be like, nah, I'm going to go somewhere else. But Winston wants to start, though. He wants to start.
I love Jameis, man. He's not a good quarterback. He just is not a good quarterback.
You know what? But their offense got better. Yeah, he throws 1 touchdown and then throws 2 interceptions. Yes, that's a given. You got to overcome that. But who else they got on their offense? Their backup for Chubb.
Yeah, they got Chubb.
Well, and
they traded the wide receiver they had, Amari Cooper.
Oh no, they got was it Sutton or Judy from Denver?
Oh, Judy, yeah, Judy. He's booty too, really.
So next year, the Cleveland Browns are going to have to rename their team the Cleveland Tidy Whitey Brownstains, because that's how bad they're going to be.
Right. And yeah, Jameis is a 5-year contract, and I think this was year 3, so they still have him for 2 more years.
You mean Groper?
But he's supposed to miss most of the next year.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Groper. And if I'm Cleveland, I'm saying you ain't playing the whole year. We want you 100% healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how their insurance stuff works. If they can pick up insurance for him for next year on his contract, if he's already hurt.
They should be able to, you would think.
Yeah, they get that money back.
You need to do something. Shit.
What else we got in the NFL?
Ryan Grubb got fired.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, our offensive coordinator got fired. Yes.
Oh, yeah, I saw a lot of coordinators. I said that. A lot of coordinators got fired. It's like, dude, it's not all their fault. Gonna have to make me Google it again.
Yeah.
NFL coord. Dang it.
Coordinator.
Let's see if this is up to date on the fan. Damn cookies. Okay, updated January 9th. So, come on. So Telesco's gone. We know that. Oh, San Francisco got rid of Sorensen, their defensive coordinator. Carthon, the general manager in Tennessee. Gus Bradley, the Indianapolis defensive coordinator.
Gus Bradley got fired? Wow.
Yep. Lou Anarumu, the Cincinnati Bengals defensive coordinator. Say Doug Peterson, Gerard Mayo, Ken Dorsey, the Browns offensive coordinator.
Wow.
Andy Dickerson, the Cleveland Browns offensive line coach. Okay. Joe Douglas we knew about. Shane Waldron we knew about. Dennis Allen we knew about. Luke Getsy we knew about. Rich Scangarello, the Vegas Raiders quarterback coach. James Gregg, Las Vegas Raiders offensive line. Yeah, so more coordinators and head coaches this year.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Do you follow any NBA this week? The Thunder, they're on a roll, and they just played Cleveland, which I didn't think Cleveland was that good, but Cleveland beat Thunder a couple days ago.
Really? Cleveland's like top 5, I think, in the. They have the best record in the East.
They have the best record in the NBA. OKC's
really?
A game behind them. Yep. OKC was putting it to the Knicks, and the Knicks are a lot better. They got who did they get? Was it KAT? And Minnesota ain't the same since they got rid of KAT. It's like, why would you trade him? Make your run. Now they ain't gonna make no run.
Still got to get through Denver.
Denver's middle of the pack. They got the rust curse
until the playoffs come around. Then Jokic just fucking takes over.
They got the Westbrook curse, dude.
This is Westbrook curse.
They do.
How do you figure? Did he play there? When did he play
He's
there?
on
Last
the
year?
right now.
Oh, is he? See, it shows how much I fucking really follow shit, huh?
Yeah.
I follow guys I like.
Yeah.
God, is he really on that team? Oh, no wonder they suck.
Yeah. Holmgren's about to come back.
I've never liked that guy.
They haven't traded Numbnuts Butler yet. You probably got all these teams saying, I don't want this headache. You think owners of these teams would be like, I don't want this headache. I don't want this headache. Is this headache going to win a championship? Maybe. Butler is not going to help you win a championship.
Maybe.
No.
He'll help you win a championship. He won't be the reason you win the championship.
No, he's not going to help you win a championship. He's not Scottie Pippen, dude. Scottie Pippen was better. Scottie Pippen was better than Jimmy Butler.
Different. I'm not saying different.
Better.
Different players. Scottie was a role player.
Well, Scottie had that year and a half without Jordan, and his numbers went up. Now, he wasn't a good role player. He wasn't a good role player outside of Chicago, but
No, once he left Chicago, he kind of lost his mind a little bit.
He kind of said, "Hey, I got paid.
He was definitely feeling himself."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he didn't have Jerry Krause. He wasn't pissed about his contract. He didn't have that chip. He had 6 chips, but he didn't have that chip.
I don't know how Krause kept that team together. That cheap bastard. Like, he didn't want to pay anybody. He didn't want to pay Mike.
But, well, that was a different NBA era. That was different collective bargaining agreement. That was before players said, okay, so when all that stuff was going on and Jordan said, hey, I'll come back if they come back, and they all said the same thing, we're not getting so-and-so back, so they all were done. That was about the only way they had it back then. Nowadays, they sit there in the middle of the season and pull a Jimmy Butler, a James Harden. I don't want to play here. I don't like it here. I need to go over here. I'll do better over here. I ain't going to do good over here.
The court is still the same width, same length, and the basket is the same height.
Yeah. Anyway. Blackhawks, I noticed before we went on,
real quick,
they were down 2-1, and all of a
Gruden
sudden
get a job?
Huh?
Does Gruden get a job? John Gruden.
I think he does.
I hope so.
But here's the thing. I don't think he's a good quarterback coach as they all make him out to be.
No, he's a good ball coach.
I wouldn't want him in Chicago with Caleb Williams.
Oh no, he Caleb Williams alive. Caleb Williams doesn't have thick enough skin to fucking work with old fucking Gruden.
Yeah,
I hope he gets a job. I do, but
I think he does, and there's a good chance. Could it be Vegas again?
I hope so. I mean, for that franchise, I hope so.
Well, then another one, could it be Jacksonville?
See, that would be a good one for him, I think.
I think he would have it tied to Bulky having little control and giving more control to Gruden.
Yeah.
He's going to want that. And Mark Davis will give it to him. And the Jacksonville owner.
Mark Davis, give him a 10-year guaranteed contract.
Yeah. He's still under that contract, I think. Think about it.
I'm sure they got out of that insurance wise, you know what I'm saying?
Well, think about it. How long ago was he fired? 3-4 years ago? So he'd still have to be technically under that. Do they just say, hey, let's just pick up your last contract? Let's just pick it up from here.
There's something weird that went on with that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You can't tell me the John Gruden was the only one that had fucked up emails. You know what I'm saying?
There's no way. He pissed off Snyder, who leaked the shit.
Yeah.
You can't tell me Robert Kraft. You can't tell me Robert Kraft ain't got some racist stuff out there. Robert Kraft has got some racist stuff out there.
Oh, definitely. I'm sure Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft have emails back and forth with some dirty shit.
Oh, they probably got videos of themselves in bed.
Probably. Well, Crafty likes his hookers. So
yeah, hey, nothing happened to Kraft over that. Little bit of fine, whoopee.
Right.
All the owners.
I'm so stinking rich, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, all the owners, all the GMs, all the coaches, all the players, all of us. We're not perfect. There's always something. And you know what? You're right. Only Gruden's got released. Only Gruden's?
Yeah.
And this independent company that went in there? Oh, that's all we saw. Is that all they gave you?
Or is that all you were looking for?
Yeah.
You can't tell me Jim Irsay doesn't have some fucking weird shit that's been thrown out in the ether as well.
Irsay gonna have some perverted shit.
Yeah.
Irsay probably puts Kraft to shame.
Oh.
They'd look at Kraft and be like,
Irsay's the man.
That's all you did? I think Irsay is the NFL owner equivalent to Vince McMahon.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see 10 years from now, we could hear about Jim Irsay shitting on somebody. I would definitely not find that hard to believe at all. But I do like Jim Irsay. He is funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Good laughs. Good laughs.
Good laughs.
What else we
Good
got out
laughs.
there? WWE switched to
I think
Netflix.
that was it. Yeah, I heard the Monday Night Raw was pretty badass, I heard.
I think they only had 3 or 4 matches in 3 hours. A lot of South Park. Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that South Park episode with WWE? You need to watch that episode, dude. Where they're into wrestling, and yet they hardly do any wrestling. It's all talking.
Oh wait, no, yes, okay, I do. Yes. It's all drama. Yeah. There's no like actual wrestling. Yeah.
It's all drama. And then Cartman like decides he was going to have an abortion in the middle of the ring or something.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, this ain't wrestling.
Making fun of like extreme wrestling.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was a great one. What else we got out there? Baseball. Not much happened in baseball. Oh, the 2 fans. Do you see that? The 2 fans with in the World Series. They are now banned indefinitely from all MLB parks activities. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, the ones that were fucking with Pro Fair or whatever, or wasn't it Pro Fair?
No, Mookie.
Oh, it was it Mookie?
It was Mookie. Remember they had the picture where one guy's holding both his hands and the other guy's growing over the top trying to get the ball. Yeah. Did you not
okay,
see
yeah. Okay, yeah. From
that foul ball. It's a good thing Mookie didn't go in the stands or he would have been assaulted sexually.
He's a little dude, you know. I mean, you got to watch out for little guys like that.
Yeah, they
got to protect them.
Yeah, one of those guys looked like a pretty decent sized dude. Could have manhandled him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my commercial stuff away for next week. All right. So we got anything else, or are we gonna see that
next week too?
I'm kind of excited. You said we had a exit row.
Oh yeah. So I guess we'll sign off. Thanks everybody who's not watching. To the ones in the nuns.
To the ones in the nuns.
Players.
All right. I want to see this. All right. Here we go.
Oh, there's no seeing. It's all audio because they couldn't figure out what to put over the top of it yet.
What about those people that talk too much? This one's called Shut the Fuck Up. Come on, shut the